Hi, my name is Maddie and this is my short video on what I do and a little bit more about who I am. My CV already explains the education and the background that I have in teaching, but it probably doesn't convey the essence of who I am and indeed how I teach, which is more important than anything else. And I suppose there isn't a formula, there isn't a set way that I teach. If there was, I'd be very boring. If there was, I wouldn't be able to adapt and I wouldn't be able to personalise learning for children, which is incredibly important in any environment, especially in homeschooling. So I don't have one set strategy for how I teach. What I do have is a process that I employ, which I sometimes do subconsciously, but often a lot of consideration goes into the initial stages of meeting and educating children who I'm going to be with in a homeschooling capacity. I get to know them very well on a personal level. I get to know their likes and dislikes, which any good teacher should do. But more importantly than that, I make it a priority to talk to them and discuss and observe how they learn, to get them to articulate, whether it's through play, whether it's through writing, talking, whichever way works best for them, how they're learning, how they're thinking, so that I can then use my experience and my creativity to create memorable learning experiences for them that match the way that they learn. And for example, I took two of my Italian tutees who are very hands-on learners and who respond very well to storytelling, to the Leonardo da Vinci Museum the other day in Milan, and I deliberately had set them both exhibits beforehand, which we had used role play and writing tasks to engage them with certain exhibits. And they then, when they went to the museum, they went straight for those exhibits because they had been excited and inspired by them beforehand. So they had a purpose to their visit, as well as then exploring the museum in a wider context. I find that children really respect that sort of personalised learning experience. And they also really respect when you get to know them very well, and what they give you back is worth so much more than all of the planning and the assessment and the marking and all of the things that go on behind the scenes that go towards those sessions and activities. It's all worth it when you are able to inspire and motivate and enable children to learn in a way that they love. And that for me is the most important thing, is making it personal, using a child's strengths to help them learn, and letting them know that any weaknesses or things that they're afraid of in learning, that they are thoroughly supported by with their teacher. Thank you, and I hope that gives a little glimpse into the sort of teacher that I am, and have a nice day. Bye bye.